Doesn't life have a funny way of just passing you by? Like, you look up and you're like, dang, yo, where all the time go? Like, just yesterday, I remember walking to my third period. Now I'm looking at my daughter and she's already 10 years old. I'm like, where is the time going? It's like time doesn't really care about us. It's like you either use it or you lose it. That's the deal. See, for a lot of people, they feel like their glory days are behind them. They look back at old pictures and be like, dang, I used to look good. Dang, I used to be fine. Man, this picture right here, this is when I was at my most confident. See, I don't know if you guys noticed, in most of those transformations, it looks like those guys' faces changed. See, a lot of times when people think about weight loss or they think about going to the gym, they just think about their bodies, their stomachs. For the women, they think about their legs, their thighs, and maybe losing a little bit of this, stuff like that. But y'all don't realize the impact it has on your face. Now, I mean, the first thing that somebody looks at when they see you, a lot of times when people have these weight losses, they look like completely new people. I'm about 11 years out of high school now, and sometimes when I go to functions, I may see people I used to go to high school with, or just old friends in general. And one of the main things that I realized from a lot of these people is a lot of them let themselves go physically, and it's usually just weight gain. Like, even when I'm walking through the grocery store, or I go to one of my kids' events and all the parents are sitting in the stands and all that, when I look around, it's a lot of people that are just overweight. And this ain't to make nobody feel bad, but this is to give you a little bit of a reality check. If you're not the type of person that likes to keep it real, you're probably going to be offended by this video, but that's on you. There's a certain point in time where genetics don't even play so much of a part anymore with as far as how good you look physically, how much other people are attracted to you. It's really how much you take care of your body, because the older you get, the people that are in your same age range, the majority of them are not taking care of their bodies. So the genetics that they have, whether it's nice eyes, nice skin, or a good height, all of that stuff goes out the window once you stop taking care of your body. Because you start to realize seeing somebody that is fit and takes care of their body is extremely rare the older you get. Like, I want you guys to try this out in your own time. Next time you're standing in a room full of adults, watch how the fit people stand out amongst the others. The perfect example of fitness being the key for long-term attraction is Method Man. Method Man is somebody that takes care of his body by working out and eating. And at the age of 54, you would not be able to tell that he's 54. Like, would you believe that Method Man is 2 years older than Shaq? Like, when you see Shaq, he looks much older than what he actually is, in my opinion. It's almost like your fitness makes you look younger. A lot of times when people see somebody that they haven't seen in years, or somebody that's up there in age, when they say, wow, you look really good, they're not saying, oh my God, your genetics look really good. Oh my God, your hair looks just so luxurious. No, they're talking about how you have maintained your body, how you have taken care of your body. That's where long-term attraction actually stands. If you're somebody that wasn't born with all of these gorgeous features, you still have the opportunity into a much better version by making yourself fit. You're not unattractive, you're just overweight.
Going to treat you differently because you're thin. People are actually nicer to me. I had this fear in my head that people were treating me poorly because I was big, and turns out it's true. I am actually ignored because I'm fat. I am actually not taken as seriously because I'm fat. I am actually passed over for things because I'm fat. I am actually been missing out on all sorts of things because I'm fat. This fear is true, and it has been getting my face rubbed in it for the last 6 months, because all of a sudden I can say the same shit I was saying before in the exact same way, and people are going, yeah, you're right, you're right. I can say the same jokes, and people, they'll be like, that's funny. They're like, that's so funny, Chris. I'm used to getting on elevators. No one talks to me. I never get talked to on an elevator. And all of a sudden, why are you talking to me? People like you never talk to me, and you're talking to me, and I don't like it, because I'm the same person that I was before. I'm just thinner. And you're gonna, you'll have already dealt with that. When you hit your goal weight, you will have already experienced all that. That won't suddenly hit you then. That hit you before.
See, letting yourself go comes in stages. The first stage is believing that you'll remain how you are, even though you're not doing anything to maintain it. So usually when you're young, you're pretty slim. You was going to PE class. Your metabolism was pretty fast, which means that your body was burning off fat without you really having to do much. So you believe, my body will always be like this. This is just how I am. So you believe you don't really have to do anything for a nice body. Like, that's for certain people. The next stage is procrastination, because it starts to settle in like, I am kind of gaining weight. I have not worked out. You're starting to see people you used to know, and they looking kind of fit. They looking kind of good. And so you tell yourself, you know what? I am going to work out. But I'm going to work out once I get that job. I'm going to work out once I get my new house. I'm going to work out once, I got a little bit more time, and, once my kid gets in that program. Like, you start telling yourself that you're going to work out, but just not right now. Like, you're going to work out later. This is the stage of procrastination. As soon as you get something, as soon as this happens, then you'll start working out. As long as you can figure out a reason why later sounds a little bit better than putting yourself through something right now that you're not used to, you will keep pushing it off, continuously procrastinating. As long as you could come up with some type of reason that can justify reason why you did not work out, you will go with it, as if time is promised in the future. Because if you said last year that you was going to start working out, or you was going to start taking care of your body, and you still have an excuse this year, when is the day? When is that one day I'll start doing it? Because you've been saying it for 365 days and counting. So will it ever happen, or will it keep on getting pushed off? That's this stage, procrastination stage, which is where a lot of people are at, because they know they need to start. Then you have this stage of seeing other people, which motivates you, or it makes you feel a little jealous, or it could even make you feel envious. It's like people that are fit make you feel a little uncomfortable, because it reminds you of the things that you're not doing, that you've told yourself you will eventually do. And then the next stage, the internet likes to call this body positivity. You just learn to accept the body that you have right now. You tell yourself you're beautiful. You say, you know what, I love me. And you look in the mirror, you say affirmations and all these things to accept this new you. And what I have to say to that is, there's nothing wrong with loving yourself. You should go out into the world and feel confident in any body that you're in. But there is a higher level of you that you have accepted, that you are not going to try to reach that. You're not going to see how strong your body is. You're not going to improve your endurance, your heart health. You're not going to be able to experience that therapeutic feeling of working out. I put it like this: you're a lot closer to a grave eating bad than you are eating healthy. And most people know that, but they have found a way to make themselves feel better, to motivate themselves to continue on in the body that they don't really like, as if it's unchangeable. Women with kids and people with illnesses and your situation is completely different. Although I would still say, try to figure out something for yourself. But back to the people that's saying that they love their body. But if you really love yourself, why not see what God has made possible for you? So now, through all of these stages, what is passing? Time, the thing that does not care about us, making it harder and harder for you to change your habits. The more time that passes by, the harder it's going to be for you to change your habits to live a healthier life. But the truth is, weight loss and fitness is not what people think it is. When you hear getting fit, you assume it's weightlifting and all this jumping and squatting. Let me put y'all on game real quick. Now again, I'm not telling you not to love who you are, but let's be honest. Before and afters that y'all see of people that go on these journeys or people that change their life around, do they not look like completely different people? It's very rare that the before looks better than the after. Everyone thinks in order to lose weight, you need to eat grass and work out like David Goggins. I'm gonna tell you some things that your trainer will charge you for. See, the bulk of losing weight and gaining muscle is really in your diet. See, if you're trying to shred fat, what you need is a low calorie and high protein diet. All right, the low calories is gonna get rid of most of that fat that's on your body just sitting there. The high protein is what your muscles need in order to grow. I want you guys to visit this website right here. So this website right here, calculator.net, all right? Or you could just type in a calorie calculator on Google. It's very simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my metrics in right now. So I'm 29, I'm 6'2", I'm about 185, 190, but we'll go 185. I work out 4 to 5 times a week. So, all right, hit calculate. So this will tell me right here, in order for me to maintain my current weight at 185, this is how many calories I technically need to eat daily, right? If I want to have weight loss, this is how much I need. Extreme weight loss, this is how many calories I should be at, right? And this is all based off of how active I am. But if you go on this app individually for yourself, it will break down how many calories you need in order to lose weight. Now, for my guys that want to gain weight, this is how many calories I would need to gain weight. Now, I mean, is it a lot of calories? Yes. This is daily, 4,000 calories daily. But some people, they get it out of their protein shakes, or they make sure each meal that they're eating is some type of heavy foods. But at the same time, you don't want to be eating just any old heavy foods, just junk. If your body doesn't know how to break down some of the foods that you're eating, it'll go to all the wrong places. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get the weight gain that you actually want. So my smartest suggestion to people that want to gain weight but still maintain some type of fit body, go up in calories a little bit. The key is to increase your protein. But for my people that's trying to lose weight, this is great stuff for you right here. Check out this website. But Dr. Boogie, how much protein do I need daily? I'm just playing. I ain't no doctor. The goal is to get to the point where you are eating 0.8 to about 1 gram per pound that you weigh. So for an example, I weigh 185 pounds. So if I want the maximum growth for my muscle, I should be eating at least 185 grams of protein daily. Now, I know that sounds like a whole lot of protein, which it is. So I would say, me personally, I'm probably at like 150 grams of protein a day. But you got to think about it. My breakfast has oatmeal. It has eggs. I may start the day with a protein shake. A lot of my protein shakes have at least 60 grams of protein. So by the time I'm just done with breakfast, I'm already at about 80 grams of protein. And I still have the rest of the day to snack, to still eat lunch, to still eat dinner. The type of foods that I personally like to eat for low calories and high protein is things like ground turkey. It's rich in protein, very low in calories. So when I eat a lot of ground turkey and rice, I don't feel bloated, I don't feel heavy, and my muscles are getting fueled by the protein. Tuna is another one. 25 grams of protein in 1 can of tuna. It's about 24 to 25 grams of protein in 1 can of tuna. So if I'm eating 2 of those for lunch, maybe over some rice or something, that's 50 grams of protein in that one sitting right there. And I'm still underneath how many calories for the day. Dinner, my wife usually makes me some type of chicken breast or chicken thigh, or maybe some type of lean beef or something like that. No diddy. For all my fish eaters, salmon is very rich in protein, low in calories. Now, I know all of this stuff probably seems really demanding. Like, yo, bro, where am I going to find time to be cooking all this stuff? All you need to do is set out one day to meal prep for the week. Now, I mean, you will save money. You will save on your health. You are still fulfilling the goal that you're trying to reach fitness-wise. And I know some of y'all probably think, oh, well, foods don't taste good whenever I eat healthy. Once you get used to it, your taste buds will adjust, and you'll start putting your little spin on stuff.
Quick and easy, high protein, low calorie breakfast, perfect for building muscle and burning fat. Let's do it. All right, we got 3 eggs. You don't flip them like that. You're doing it wrong. 190 calories, 17 grams of protein, and an Oikos Pro Greek yogurt.
The 2 examples of 2 great meals that are great for losing body fat and building muscle. All right, now on each plate, we have a large serving of some protein. Here we have chicken breast. Here we have steak. We also have plenty of vegetables. And for the carbs, we have 2 rice cakes. If you're trying to lose body fat and build muscle and you don't know what to eat, I would give these 2 meals a shot.
And to all my guys that can't cook, first of all, learn how to cook. YouTube is free. Also, buy you a rice cooker, buy an air fryer. All right, these things will save you a lot of time and a lot of embarrassment if you're inviting that pretty girl over. Now for working out. There's different ways to work out, people, especially when you're trying to lose weight. A good workout should only be from like 40 minutes to about an hour. Working out is not an all-day thing. I would say about 3 to 5 days a week of just 1 hour of working out. And for my guys that are trying to get a lean look, trying to get that athletic build, I'm gonna give you the secret right now. Work on your shoulders, your chest, and your triceps. All right, those are the keys, that real athletic look. Ladies, y'all already know it's the stomach and the legs. It's the stomach and the legs. So this is what your body will go through if you follow all of these things. Because you're in a calorie deficit, your body's gonna start shredding fat. Because you are working out, your muscle tissues are gonna break down. They're gonna break. Your muscles is gonna break. That's why you eat a lot of protein. You fill those broken muscles with protein and the muscles get bigger. That is how it works. That is how people wind up looking like they have more muscle than fat. And if you don't know what to do in the gym, just ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT to give you a full workout on the workouts that you can do, on the workout plan that you want to do. Tell it your weight, everything. And you don't have to go to that calorie calculator website. You can literally ask ChatGPT, what do I need to do to reach this desired goal? The main thing I want you guys to remember though, when you're working out, the workout begins when it burns. It should burn. When you're lifting something and it's really hard to lift, granted, if you ain't got no spot, be careful. But if you're lifting something and it feels like that last rep is hard, that is the one that you need in order to get stronger. Your body only gets stronger or builds muscle or breaks down that muscle when you push it past its limit. So if you're just doing things that are easy and your muscle is not breaking down, then there is no protein to fill it up with so it can grow. So you want to break down that muscle, okay? Again, ask ChatGPT for a full workout breakdown. Now, if lifting weights and working out in those type of manners is not your thing, I'm going to give you guys a secret. All you have to do is walk. Take 10,000 steps a day. Pull out your phone and download this app. It's called Pedometer. That's P-E-D-O meter. METER. All right, download that app, and throughout the day, with your phone just being in your pocket, it'll calculate your steps. All right, you ain't gotta have the app open. It will calculate your steps just throughout the day. 10,000 steps can literally change your life. If you do 10,000 steps a day with a changed diet, no weightlifting, you'll see a difference. Now, if you combine all of those things, now that's just super game changing. So imagine if that was actually your lifestyle. 10,000 steps a day is easy, it's great for mental clarity, it's great for your fitness and your overall health. But once again, you're not ugly, you're just overweight. Those fast food meals have caught up with you. All of those excuses that you have given yourself on why you're not gonna take your health serious is catching up with you. That is all it is. But the best part about this is that all of it is reversible. So a lot of y'all believe that, I don't have the potential to look better because my genetics. My mom didn't bless me with this. My dad didn't bless me with that. But a lot of y'all do have the potential to be a lot more attractive. So why not just try? Why not, out of all the things in your life, all of the habits that you have, why not just try to implement these things into your life and give yourself 40 minutes to an hour, 3 to 5 days out of the week. Make that your new routine of your life. See, the reason why a lot of people wind up running away from the gym is because they're always sitting on the scale. Don't sit on the scale. Don't be constantly checking the scale. You're just going to get discouraged. It moves very slow. Just be happy at the consistency. The goal is the consistency. It's not the weight scale. That's gonna happen. The goal is consistency, is to create a new habit, is to do something that is actually beneficial for yourself. The long-term effects of it. It is not the right now, because if you focus on the right now, if you focus on the tomorrow, if you focus on the next month results, and you don't get the result that you want, you know what you're gonna say? This is pointless. This is a waste of time. But the fact of the matter is, if you do these things, you take care of your body, all the results will come eventually. But the best part about working out or taking care of your body, it makes it easier to do the harder things in life in other places in your life, such as the business opportunity that you may have wanted to pursue, but you have been pushing it off. It'll help you create better routines in other places in your life. See, fitness is not just a physical thing. It's not just boosting your ego. No, taking care of your body helps with everything in your life. The way I see it is, I want to be able to run around with my kids' kids when they're here. I don't want to be that granddad that's in the cane and all that. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that for myself. So I want to constantly take care of my body. You know, if I have the option to get myself closer to playing with my grandkids one day, then I'm gonna choose that option, even if it's not fully in my hands from now and that time in life. But I'm gonna do what I can do to help guarantee that for me. Listen, man, you only have one life, so why not get all you can get out of this one precious life that you have? Remember that you are a result of all of your habits, not the planning that you've been doing, not the procrastination that you've been doing. The stuff you've actually been doing, you are the result of that. So my question to you is, where are your habits taking you? So anyways, y'all, that's the video. Make sure you hit that like button, the subscribe button, turn on my post notifications. Even if this video motivates 5 people, 6 people to finally take their health serious or try to get a little bit more fit I feel like I did my job today. All right, this video was not to bring anybody down. It's just to give y'all a little bit of the reality of how fitness can change your life. Anyways, y'all, please hit that like button, subscribe button, turn on my post notification and all that good stuff, man. Until next time, y'all, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. I'm out of here, man. Peace.